Go. Morning.
Morning.
Morning. Captain's vlog.
Stardate.
What does stardate even mean?
I don't know, but you wanted to say it.
I didn't want to say it.
You
You
did?
made me.
Okay,
if I remember correctly.
Stardate.
Stardate.
2019.
That's just the date.
Yeah.
So that's what I come back to. My previous
2004.
Stardate. Date.
We
Okay,
don't know what the stardate
Captain's
really is.
vlog.
So we're
Date. Stardate. That's right. We don't know whether we're in a computer simulation like the Matrix
Yeah.
or not. Stardate 4733.1 because it might be different, whatever, for dates in
Got it.
in the future in the stars. Do you see?
No.
Okay, just go with it. Just pretend
Yeah,
that
I
you
see
know.
what you're saying.
Okay,
Yeah.
go.
Got it.
Morning.
Glad we sorted that out.
Yeah. Well, these are the important things we
Yeah.
start with. It does get better.
Yeah. So, what are we doing?
So this
David.
is yeah.
You got your name wrong.
Good. That's good. Yeah, that's a great start.
David.
David. Can we,
And the reason for that
Go on.
is because we've known each other 6 weeks.
Really?
I'm setting the scene.
Oh, okay.
Setting the scene for them.
This is bonkers then.
Yeah.
This is
So
properly
we are.
bonkers.
What are we doing now? We are setting out our future,
Vision.
our vision
Our vision for the future.
for our conjoined lives.
Well, exactly. And this is the madness. This is why stay tuned. This is the madness because we've only known each other 6 weeks. This is like a social experiment now.
It is. That's
see.
exactly. It's not a social experiment.
It's an experiment.
Yeah. Okay.
So you know the meet, marry. They don't know each other and they get married.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
I mean, it's not that bonkers, but
It's
it
really
is.
not, because we actually like each other.
About that. No, I'm serious. I mean, you know, we need to talk about the money thing because I'm only with you for your money.
Yeah. Well, it's a problem, you know, when you're a millionaire like me.
Yeah.
It's
This
an
isn't
issue.
true, is it? Should we clarify that?
Okay.
No.
If you want.
Church mice. No, but this is a new vision. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to set out something that's in line with our philosophy of life.
Yeah.
So what you feel sometimes in life is that you're fighting against your own inner philosophy, and it's really difficult to step out of that when the whole of society's bought into something that requires everyone else to buy into
Yeah.
it. It's like a massive Ponzi scheme.
And just because everybody else is doing it doesn't make us wrong.
It is that book about the hippo that wants to be a giraffe. This is a kid's book, isn't there?
Oh, yeah.
And then they all start changing into the other animal, and then they find that the one that's left wants to be the other type of animal. So we all want to be in the herd.
Yeah.
We want to go along, don't we, with the pack?
Do we? Do we?
No, that's
the thing.
exactly what we're challenging,
Yeah,
isn't it?
That's right.
We're saying, why do that? Okay. And you keep doing it because there's constantly the pressure to pay the mortgage.
And it's safe.
And it's safe. And next year
And
I'll
it's
make the
scary.
change. I'll
Yeah.
just save up a bit more money, and then I'll free myself of all this. But do you ever free yourself?
No.
What point
some
do you do it?
but not many.
Exactly.
Too late.
Yeah, exactly.
Normally at the point where it's too late.
Yeah, exactly. And so what does it mean to free yourself? And that's where it comes down to your own philosophy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You can only follow your own philosophy in your own heart. So this comes back to what we've been talking about, which is what is, and do we have a shared philosophy? Now, it turns out we seem to have a
Yeah.
shared philosophy.
We've vibrated together, haven't we? That sounds wrong.
You see, this is the problem in inviting you along to the Captain's vlog, is that it just becomes like a carry-on film. Carry on Captain or something like that. Oh, please don't work with that one. Anyway.
Yeah. No, we are vibrating
So you've done it again.
at the same level, darling.
Yes.
We're sparkling at the moment
Sparkling.
and attracted each other into our lives.
So what you then think is, you think, oh no, these two are just mad. They're all loved up. They're
Well,
mad.
that is true. We are a bit mad and we are
Mad.
completely loved up.
But
is that so wrong?
so let's see. Does it liberate you?
What
so does
bit?
that loved up? So there's
No,
various.
because all right, let's just be. we'd known each other 6 weeks. I was already on this path 6 weeks before the last 6 weeks, and so were you. We were already heading in this direction individually.
That's my point, though. My point is that if you do it individually on paths, and then if you find someone that you resonate together, then does that take you to a different level where you can do other...
Well,
it liberates you in that
guess
sense.
We're egging each other on, aren't we?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So is this mad? That's the question. Well, no, because this is why we're doing this. This is why we're doing the vlog. This is why we're doing this thing, is to follow this journey. This is at the start of it, and it could go completely wrong.
Yeah.
It could do.
Yeah,
Or
of course
it could go brilliantly right. But the point is, this is a dilemma that lots of people face, and what we want to do is go through some of our journey and our history and our past, and see whether other people look at it and go, I've had that experience. I felt like that.
So we're talking about what lots of people would call a midlife crisis.
Yeah, if you want to give it labels, and we love to label. If you want to give it
labels, a life transformation.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're both going through that at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah, exactly.
And now we're going through it together.
So what's the point of this? Because, this is the start of it, and the start of maybe communicating this and see if people... And so it's going to do two things, I think. It's going to look forwards, as we're doing. We're setting out what this... But it's also going to look backwards a little bit and describe.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it charts what we've done and some views on that. And, we've been through a lot, and we've been through... stuff like counselling, and we've done a lot of reading, and we've done a lot of stuff that challenges you in life, that opens you up to this. And we know the philosophies and the stuff that we do again. Things like, the stuff might turn people off, like yoga and sort of go, new age, bloody hippies.
We're a pair of hippies.
But
we didn't used to be, did we?
No, well, exactly, and that's the point as well. That's the start of the journey. Is okay, sharing this and saying, look, what we used to do.
Yeah.
I used to have a serious job.
Right, I'm looking.
Till you made me stop.
We're on 7 minutes.
Yeah, is that enough?
Well, should we sort of say, I don't know.
Go on, give some background.
How old we are, or what our situation is?
Yeah, go.
Right. Well, I know it's hard to believe, but I'm 50. I recently turned 50. I know.
Zoom in and see.
Let's not. Let's not zoom in.
Oh, it's not that hard to believe. If you go further away, it gets harder to believe. Just 50.
I know. No, what?
The old Hawaii 5.
So I'm 50. You're 54.
Oh, you just blew it. I was just going to give the...
Look at you with your boob out. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. At least it was me.
Not that kind of
No,
video,
it isn't that kind of video.
darling.
Sorry about that.
That was the other day.
That... Nervous laugh. You?
Yeah. Silly. What else? What else might anyone want to know?
Well, tell a bit more.
So, you're very recently completely divorced.
Recently completely divorced. I've got two children.
I'm still married, but I was going to say separated, but still living in the same house. That sounds odd, doesn't it?
I was going to say that sounds really dodgy. That sounds really dodgy.
Okay, I've been married for 16 years and get on really well with my soon-to-be ex-husband. We're very good friends, but I'm just not in love and haven't been for a long time, and I've decided to separate. And that was something we can talk about, because that was a big, massive decision, because it was all very safe and secure and easy, and it would have been so much the easiest thing to do to stay together. But I knew that I was looking for something more, much, much more. And I think I found it.
Because the expectation of being in love is an interesting one, though, isn't it, as well? And why we both found ourselves in that situation. Now, I don't think it's unusual. I think people find themselves in that situation. And what we tend to do, I think, is we accept it and try and accept it. but there's a real pull between the projected version of relationships in life often by cinema and but the romantic side. And then there's the reality side of it as well, which is, we all know, well, it always ends up like this, all relationships do. Put up with it. And that's a really brave thing that you did then.
It was, very.
And
that's because I started listening to myself, my own intuition, my own sort of inner guidance. And I'd stopped listening to that for such a long time. And because I'd stopped trusting it. And yeah, we've both done a lot of work on ourselves, haven't we? And I was doing a lot of work on myself, and I realised that I trusted myself enough to start listening to what I really wanted again. Yeah.
Do you think it was because you didn't trust that inner voice anymore? It was because that inner voice was telling you something that you were doing, and so you were fighting. It was a struggle, and it becomes exhausting then.
There's lots of reasons, actually. Well, yeah, that we can go into another time.
Yeah, I think so.
But I got myself into situations that made me feel very unsafe, so I stopped trusting myself.
Yeah. Because I think from my perspective, it was about struggling with that inner voice so much, and that, feeling that actually it wasn't right, things weren't right in the communication, all the things that maybe again it's worth talking about. And it's difficult to talk about it, it's difficult to open that up, and as we've discussed, it's difficult to be actually honest with yourself.
Yeah, that's the first port of call, isn't it?
Yeah. So this isn't a self-help vlog. It's an observation. You can observe us
getting a silly idea.
Yeah, exactly.
That we're so madly in love and want to change our lives, but thought there are so many people out there going through similar situations. We've got so many friends who are stuck in unhappy relationships. Yeah. We've got a few who are in good relationships and who are doing brilliantly.
You see, I think I can feel my the old cynical me would watch something like this and say, oh yeah, you're in love, that's going to go wrong.
Well, we'll see.
The wheels will fall. Exactly,
we'll
see. Exactly, and we'll see, and that's what we'll find out, and that's why it may be interesting as well.
And as well, we've sort of chatted a little bit about this, haven't we? About what happens if nobody watches. Well, nothing.
Who cares?
Nothing happens. Yeah. We're aiming to detach from the outcome.
Yeah. Which again is another good thing, because if you focus on the outcome all the time, you can be and don't enjoy the process.
Yeah.
You can not only be massively disappointed, but you don't enjoy the process, and life's most about a process.
Or being in the now.
Being in the now, but also a process, because if we focus on life's outcome, we know what it is, although you think you're immortal. For the rest of us who are actually going to face the Grim Reaper.
I know. I think is it cognitive dissonance, when I know something to be true but don't actually believe it's going to happen to me.
That's cognitive dissonance. So, that's where we are, and that's what we aim to do.
I think we've rambled a bit.
Well, we have a little bit, but that's an introduction.
Nearly 14 minutes. Yeah.
That's enough.
So, there we are.
Sorry about the bit of nibblage. And
nibblage.
Yeah, sorry about
Nibblage.
that. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That's it for now.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.